Fine lodgings you have found, my friend. Who is already in negotiations with the guardian spirits of this place. In Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsk? So dark an alliance sealed with Sentish contracts, cultish vows, and a dragon's shining horde. You think Minsk could forget? You are correct. I have no idea what any of that was about. But we shall simply... Boo! Why do you gnaw at my soft parts? I am trying to... Once again, in smaller words? I see. This truth you seek, Boo believes that Minsk is knowing more than Minsk knows. But it is a difficult thing. There are memories of this time that Minsk does not remember. And Boo suggests that, just as he helps with tricksome itches in awkward places, you must reach what Minsk cannot. The parasite. You can use it to tickle free whatever truth you seek.
At first, there is nothing. His mind is empty as a still expanse of open country. But then... Your face, the Stone Lord's face, mirrored in bloodied steel. In the heat of burning buildings, you hold your blade high above pale, frightened faces.
No, that is not right. I slew only monsters. The voice said that they were monsters.
A whisper. The Absolute's voice, twisting the petty guild thieves before you into snarling, savage beasts, feeding on the weak of your city.
The guild. The Stone Lord hunted them, peeled away their rotten ranks one by one to lay bare their corrupt heart. 9 fingers keen. That is what the Absolute bought Black Zentish Steel to do. To kill the Guildmaster. Until Minsk arrives, the battle has not even begun. Whatever strangeness you believe you saw, there is only one simple truth in Minsk's mind. The cult is evil. The guild is evil. And Minsk fights evil. If you cannot believe his words, then watch his doings. We will foil the Zentish plot, and then we will show 9 fingers the 5 fingers of Minsk. Yes? It is only justice, then, that we put a boot upon hers.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Good time for a chat.
What is it, my friend? Miniature as Boo is, he is also giant. You will need to make room for us, my friend. Who is at your back? Well, Minskis. Justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot. with one eye open, evil. Maybe both.
Can't give up now. With haste.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
The Wave Mother has righteously avenged our sister. We thank you for your hand in it.
Shadowheart, I saw you pluck Boo from the ground when you thought no one was watching. It pleases you to hold him, and you have truly cleansed yourself of Shar.
I suppose you're right. On both counts.
Then for one day only, you may carry him in your pocket. So long as it is clean, padded, well aired, and full of nuts.
You never worked for the rich before? For every bite you take, visit in the box.
Somehow, citizen, Lord Gortash forgot to tell me. Isn't that strange?
Shadowheart, you should know. Laconia was not half so heartless as she liked to appear.
I knew her well enough. You might have traveled with her for a time, but she trained me. What's your point?
Only that I find it hard to believe that she could have raised you and felt nothing for you.
Perhaps she took some pride in her work, forming me to Shah's liking. She certainly relished with...
Well met. I am the Society's leading expert on myconid spore telepathy. But I've had to delay my experiments. Run out of spores, you see. Oh, I miss them, those myconid spores. Don't feel quite right without them. Probably shouldn't have inhaled them all so quickly. Eh?
Research on the surface stops.
Given the chance, I'd make a find.
Ah, a fellow inhabitor of the Underdark. You find yourself in the cradle of knowledge relating to our subterranean home, the Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you? Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. I don't suppose you've stumbled across any Githyanki eggs during your travels. The Society will compensate you for any we purchase, of course. Study it, of course. The Githyanki have been a source of great debate in the Society's circles in recent months. You yourself have no doubt experienced the prejudice of those who assume that, as beings of the Underdark, we are inherently evil. The Githyanki face similar prejudice, but I believe if hatched in a less violent, more intellectually stimulating environment, the child can overcome its evil predispositions. I assume nothing. Innate Githyanki cruelty is an established fact. No doubt you witnessed it yourself in the retrieval of the egg itself. When I have a suitable sample from my study, I will, however, prove that the effects of their biological inclination are reversible. Once out of the shell, I plan to take a twofold approach. The enforced repetition of sound, moral principle from the Patarian Code, alongside a series of psionic pulses administered to the cerebral tissue. Assuming I can accelerate its growth, I should have conclusive findings within a year or two at the most. A series of moral imperatives bestowed by the great dragon deity, Bahamut. In my years of study, they're the closest I've found to moral perfection. Only under such rigorous goodness will the subject stand a chance of being cured. My findings could change the perception of Githyanki and the peoples of the Underdark for generations to come. Of course it won't. If anything, it will do quite the opposite. The academic institutions up here will finally be forced to take us seriously. Now, I'm eager to get started. So will you sell me the egg? Then I will source another subject, and the experiment will be completed without your involvement. Progress may be delayed, but I assure you, it can never be stopped.
I'll admit it. I'm jealous of blood.
So much Underdark strife comes from vying for scarce minerals. I seek to invent new, easier ways to find such ores. From plenty comes peace. Why can't a man be passionate about mineral ores?
They can't have sailed off without us, right?
The long vowel shifted. Oh boy.
Still can't get used to that.
Given the chance, I'd make a fine principal researcher. Once I publish my paper, proving that it's just hyena mite infections that make gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
My gloom-lit friend. How long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. In the field seeking further subjects for study, though it has been gone for longer than I anticipated. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeluum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. Omeluum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeluum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Naturally, the Underdark provided us with some most unusual salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring mind busy. It's hard to explain, but I'm happy
I'd make
when
fun.
I'm around Omeluum.
Tavern review enthusiasts will note the absence of the landlord from this article. While I read this, Captain Grizzly certainly lives up to her name.
Jahira, Minsk's memory of his last time in this tap room is a little fuzzy. Did he...
Fear not, Rashamar. It has never been your way to overindulge.
No pissing or shitting. If you break it, you pay for it. Any fighting and Captain Grizzly has sank you. Got it? Good. Welcome to the Blushing Mermaid.
Wow, you're really selling it, Dad.
Hungover, too bright. Go away. Oh, there's drinks aplenty at the bar. Anything else? Well, those days are behind me. Even for one as fine-looking as yourself. You're standing in it, smart-ass. Or her innards, at least. She may not sit on water no more, but she'll always be my ship. Umberley's tits. That's the last time I hit the mead that hard.
Oh, cat, my fearsome cat. The windscreen favours thee.
Want to hear a hot one? The other day, I met some folks who banded together to fight back. Against what, you ask? Hags. How stupid can you get? For my
Dad, you're picking a husband for me, not a new choice. Dad, I'm not a cow you can sell on the market.
Please, honey. Creditors are clawing at our door. This marriage will save the business. Just meet the Nilsson's son. One meeting. For us. For your family.
Excuse me, sir, quick question. Would you marry a stranger so your family can make buckets of gold?
It's not just her life. It's her mother's, her sister's, mine, for goodness sake. Do you want to see us on the streets?
I want to be happy. And I already am. With Sasha.
The peddler's daughter? What? I won't stay for this.
Then leave. I've made up my mind.
Fine. You ungrateful, miserable brat.
You know what makes a mermaid blush, right?
Thank you. Here's to starting a new life. One of our own choosing.
The mead that hard.
move.
Claiming this property will be dealt with